Hello YouTube, Pallab here. Do you remember the company called Smartron that released a phone and a tablet convertible laptop some time ago, and where they actually showed their brand ambassador or their partner who knows Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar more than their actual gadgets? They unveil a brand new phone today also, and they actually went one step ahead. In addition to showing off Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar, they actually kept the phone name as srt.Phone, which meaning Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar.Phone. So this phone has one of the most common spec sheet with two of the most common price point. It has two variants, a 32GB version and a 64GB version. The 32GB version will cost 12,999 Indian rupees, 64GB will cost 1,000 more, and those are already available exclusively on flipkart.com here in India. Now, when I talk about the most common spec sheet, you get a 5.5-inch screen, full HD screen, an IPS screen rather. You have a Snapdragon 652 chipset, 1.8 GHz chipset. They call it octa-core, but actually 4 cores run at 1.8 GHz. Another 4 core runs at 1.4 GHz. You have 4GB of RAM and then 32 or 64GB. You have microSD support, and you have dual SIM plus microSD support, by the way. That's one good thing. A 3000 mAh battery, plus another good thing is that it now comes by default or out of the box with Android Nougat, Android 7.0. I think that would be one of the highlight, one of the feature of this phone that kind of stands out at this price point. Otherwise, and also an all metal body. So otherwise, all these phones at this price point carry almost identical spec sheet, including an all metal body and that price point 32GB and 64GB. At this price point is very crowded. You have some much more popular brands coming in at this price point, like for example the Honor 6X, which is from Huawei, cost almost the same, and that actually comes with dual camera. Probably you'll have to give 1,000-2,000 more. But with the dual camera, at least you can get that nice shallow depth of field effect. This phone's spec sheet is not bad for the price point, mind you, but it's too common for me to stand out of the competition. Now, when such thing happens, then what happens? You either look at the brand's reputation, you know what your family and friends buy, so that you can be safe buying that device. Or what you see is the after sale service. You do a research how old that company is, blah blah blah. In case of Smartron, it's an Indian company. It's a very new company. So after sale service and availability of the parts and all are definitely gonna be less and more questionable than some of the more popular brands like, let's say, Xiaomi or Honor, or even let's say some of the other companies like Geonis and stuff, more Indian companies. So I'm not saying that it's a bad phone. It definitely fine phone for the price point, but you have to look beyond the spec sheet here if you want to zero in on one price, because know that if your phone gets spoiled or if you lose a part, if you want to buy a part, Sachin Tendulkar won't come to you and give you that part. Sachin Tendulkar won't come and repair that phone. So for a phone, for any product rather, never go with who they promote. That's not gonna matter for you. What actually matter is what the ground reality, what's the practicality. And I don't see Smartron boasting much about their after sale service, much about the quality of the raw material and what the other components that you'd get. So yeah, overall a very radio friendly, consumer friendly device. You might just go out there and you'll just compare a few devices, and if you like that look of the Smartron device, maybe you just buy it out of impulse, but nothing out of ordinary.